The Lakers obviously have championship aspirations. You have Luka Doncic, you have Austin Reeves, you have LeBron James, now you have DeAndre Ayton. But with Rui Hachimura starting at the 4, the dilemma for the Los Angeles Lakers is they are poorly built. Got a lot of stars, but incredibly top-heavy and not a very balanced team. Who's going to be the lockdown defender? Because in the West, somebody has to not stop. There aren't stop lockdown defenders anymore, but somebody got to slow down Kevin Durant. Somebody got to slow down Ant-Man. Somebody got to slow down Steph and/or Jimmy Butler. SGA. Somebody has to slow down SGA. Somebody has to slow down a J-Dub who can now score 40 points in a finals game. Somebody has to slow down Ja Morant. And then if you have the ability to make it to the finals, and then you got to see the Cats over there in the East, somebody got to slow down Spidey Mitchell. Somebody got to slow down Jaylen Brown. Somebody has to slow down Jalen Brunson. I love Andrew Wiggins to the Lakers. I think it makes them title contenders. Remember, when the Warriors won the championship in 2022 with Wiggins starting at the 3, he held Jaylen Brown, I believe, to 15% from the field when he was a primary defender.
Right.
Andrew Wiggins is exactly the piece that Shady, myself, Will Blackman were talking about yesterday, because if you have a top-heavy offensive roster with the Lakers, you need not a lockdown defender. Those don't exist anymore in my mind in the NBA. You need somebody who can slow somebody down. Shady, you called it. Talk about it.
Right. I love this move. Hey, real quick. I got to question you for a second.
Yes, sir.
Because I just watched that, right? Me just speaking about the defense.
Sir. What happened?
And I watch the show to learn different things I can do better, but I see a lot of it on like social media.
Okay.
And when I talk with that much passion, how can you not believe that?
Because your nickname is Shady.
Man.
That's fair.
That was like Muhammad Ali trying to tell you why he's the greatest. Anyway, so if I ask, I love the move, first of all, but if I ask you for the Lakers, man, you think they can score enough points? You think they have somebody to score? And you're going to say, yes.
Of course.
Luka is just a walking out of shape bucket. No matter what, in shape, out of shape, he's going to give you some buckets. LeBron, the king, you know what he can do. And Austin Reeves ain't there for no defense, but he's there for offense. Mm-hmm. So when I ask you who's going to be there for defense, you can't name me nobody.
Yeah.
But now you can. Andrew Wiggins, right? My favorite teams are the Warriors and the Sixers. Mm-hmm. Right? Sixers for home team, but Warriors always been a Warriors fan. And what Wiggins did for the Warriors is play defense. Hey, man, in this league, it's harder to stop a great scorer. It's hard to do. But I can slow him down. I can get a stop when we need it most. I can get a fourth quarter stop with 1 minute left. I can do that, and he can do that. And I think when you add him to the Lakers with JJ Redick, how smart he is, the way that he wants to do his defense, right? And I think if you do want to go small ball, because they like to do that sometimes, I don't know what they're going to do with Ayton here and there, but Wiggins is used to that. He did it with the Warriors.
Correct.
And sometimes he could guard the 3 or he can guard the 4. He's done it before. So I like the Wiggins move. And the one thing about Wiggins that people don't understand is when he's confident, and that's weird because he's a first pick overall, but when he's confident, he plays way different. So if your team is winning, he's playing well, he's playing defense, now them open threes, he knocks them down. Yeah. Now you need a bucket, he'll give you 15, 16, 17 points. He can give you that. So I love the move. I was questioning if they need defense, and they got defense, they make this move.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, Elite Hoopers fam? Ready to dive into the trade rumor mill that's got the NBA world buzzing? LeBron James, still chasing rings. Luka Doncic, heating up Dallas and now L.A. But hold up, Lakers got their center in DeAndre Ayton, now shifting focus to the wing, and that brings us to the Miami Heat's Andrew Wiggins. Yeah, Wiggins. Former, no. 1 pick, title winner, and trade bait. But the asking price is steep. Think first-round pick plus Rui Hachimura plus Dalton Knecht. Would L.A. dare to make that move? Stick tight. This one's loaded with drama, stats, and razor-sharp analysis. Let's roll. Section 1. The Wiggins interest. All right, Wiggins isn't a flop. He was part of the 2022 Warriors title team, an all-star in 22. In Miami, he averaged 19, 0 PPG, 4, 2 RPG, 3 APG, shooting 45, 8% FG, 36, 0% from 3. Solid, right. But here's the catch. Miami isn't dumping him for nothing. They want L.A. to overpay a first-rounder, Hachimura, and Knecht. Wiggins, he's 30 no longer, in his physical prime. Still, his two-way defense and experience could fill a Laker-sized hole. So, what exactly are they offering? Let's break it down. Section 2. The Laker package. Who's on the block? Here's the reported offer. First-round pick year TBD. Likely 2028-2030. Rui Hachimura, 27. Floor spacing Big 13, 6 ppg. 3 level scorer. Dalton Knecht, rising rookie. 6 sharpshooter. 9, 1 ppg. In year 1, yikes. That's 1 draft pick plus 2 players. That's serious. Miami's thinking. Wiggins offers top-tier perimeter defense, championship pedigree, and scoring punch. Hachimura and Knecht. Younger, but unproven at title level. But is Wiggins worth the co-stand? Does the Lakers roster even need him? Let's dive deeper. Here's where it gets spicy. Defense. Wiggins slashes opponents' FG% by approximately 1. Set points per game. Real defensive juice. Lakers need that perimeter stopper next to flashy stars. Offense. Santraba. 1% behind the arc. Over 5 seasons, she's not a catch-and-shoot liability. Plus, he crashes glass, cuts off ball, creates off Missiskin to plug and play. But, do they really need him more than Hachimura? Already has. Hachimura, stretch 4 at suvochu, consistent treten, 6 ppg, dependable. Reeves, just dropped 20, 3 ppg, 41%. 3 pt, Ayton, inside force, filling center gap. Do they need Wiggins more than these pieces, or is it redundant? Next though, does Miami pivot with everyone gone? Section 4. Miami's motive. Rebuild or re-roll. Miami's perspective. Wiggins. 28, $2 million next year. 30 years old. Player option at $30, $2M in 26-27. Heat want to shed that cap, save big money for Bam Adebayo, Hero, and future deals. Acquiring Hachimura Knecht plus, a pick equal, younger, cheaper, roster flexibility, and Bill Simmons even called it meticulously planned, per insiders. Heat firing on all cylinders for a championship, but maybe with a younger, leaner core. Sounds plausible. But what about internal Lakers dynamics? LeBron's there. Luka's hungry. How far do they push? Section 5. LeBron's window have to win now. Let's get emotional here. LeBron James is 40. This might be his last legit shot at another championship, wearing purple and gold. He's under pressure. Rich Paul, his agent, wants big roster moves. They already snagged Ayton, just started the season, but the wing remains a question mark. So the stakes. Do they go all in for Wiggins? Or do they bet on the youthful trio Hachimura, Knecht, Reeves? Would giving up draft capital and a rising star for a 30-year-old role player be justified? Now let's tally up the risks and rewards. Section 6. Risk versus reward. Is it worth it? Reward. Wiggins fits defensively and fits a title roster better than current options. Championship experience. Proven contributor on elite teams. Could be the missing puzzle piece. Risk. Hachimura. 27. Ascending. Consistent 3 PT threat. Knecht. 24. Rookie upside. Sharpshoot potential. First round pick equals future currency for staying competitive. Wiggins' contract locks up cap room and ages out quickly. Is this a calculated splash or a desperate overpay? Last. Our verdict. Should L.A. pull the triggerer, save ammo. Section 7. Elite Hoopers. Verdict. Here's the deal. Wiggins brings star-level defense, championship DNA, and offensive versatility. Sounds perfect. On paper. But only if he's willing, locked in, and healthy. And at 30, with a hefty salary, the Lakers cannot afford a fade from him. This isn't visionless. They have a full lineup already. My hot take. Don't do it. L.A. should ride it out with Hachimura, Reeves, Ayton, and their rising youth. That first-round pick, that might win them their next ringer, their rebuild flexibility. But here's the thing. If the Lakers bleed for Wiggins, expecting that veteran leadership and defense to snap them into title form, it might pay off. Or it could blow up in their face. And remember, LeBron is watching. If he demands win now, Pelinka might pull the trigger regardless of logic. That's the drama. Outro. Join the debate. All right. Elite Hoopers fam, what say you? Go for Wiggins and toss assets to chase another ring. Or hold the line. Invest in youth and future flexibility. Hit me hard in the comments. This is where the real takeoff starts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, smash that notification bell, because only here do we dig deep and expose every layer. This is Elite Hooper Sway. See you on the court.